As you guys know, I have a overwhelming hatred for Twitter and a love-hate relationship with TikTok. But this one's going to be more towards both. So this is going to be a very fucking hard video for me. So if you enjoy the content, leave a like, subscribe, all that good shit right there. But in my last video, I did go over some niggas just being, well, fat, pretty much. Just not the first half, but the second half, definitely. And I made a comment saying how people completely abuse the term body positivity. Now, when I think of body positivity, I think of people who have lost limbs and are overcoming the fact that they lost a limb, they lost an arm, a leg, and they're still living their best life. That's what I commonly think of when it's body positivity. And in certain cases where people are a bit on the bigger side, they have a genetic disease, genetic disorder that causes them to just gain weight pretty fast, but they still do what they can to be healthy. They still live life to their fullest, and that is okay. That is true body positivity. When you love yourself, no matter what ailment you have, that is what I define body positivity as. What I don't define body positivity as is someone who can just sit down and just gorge themselves with food. And when you call them fat, they say, you can't call me fat because body positivity. Like, these niggas hide behind body positivity like a guard in 2K21 Curry sliding behind a fucking screen. Because sometimes these niggas, quite frankly, are just scared to take responsibility for being a fat ass. And I know, like, you can't say that, that's mean, body positivity. Well, fuck you too, you're the reason why these niggas are like this anyway. So, like, let me get back to the topic, let me reel myself back in, because I can really go on tangents. Like, what the fuck, I haven't put a period, comma, or sentence break in the past 2 minutes, so. Breathe. So, when people I see on TikTok or Twitter, these people who just completely eat and just eat and eat and eat for money, or just because, I don't know, they get followers from it. And I see a lot of times in their comments, people are just like, wow, you can't, that's kind of fat for that, bro. Like, you're eating a meal for 8 people. And then they get upset, and it's like, no, it's body positivity. You can't say that. You can't say that about me. And every time a group, not even a group, what's the term I thought of? A gaggle of bitches, yes. A G-O-B, bro, a gaggle of bitches comes out of nowhere. Just these people who are just these warriors for other people who just do shitty shit or just really aren't worth it. Like, recently I had someone come into my DMs talking about, can you take accountability for all the fat phobia in your comments? It's like, you don't even follow me, and no, I'm not these niggas' daddies. But I don't understand how people can come to the, like, just put on their cape and come to the rescue for someone who just sits down in front of a camera and just eats and eats and eats and eats just because, oh, follower gain. And then they just like, she is beautiful. No, she's not. I'm gonna keep it a buck. She sweats grease. She's not beautiful at all. Like, I don't see how someone can be beautiful when they have 6 pounds of ribs just picked fucking clean, or they just have all this sauce on their face and shirt. Like, I don't understand how that can be beautiful. But I guess beauty is on the inside. If you can even call what they have on the insides anymore, because they're probably just grease filled and with just full of lard and shit. And I know this video is very mean because it needs to be. Like, there's really no reason for me to just pity patter, sugarcoat, or beat around the bush with these niggas who just eat copious amounts of food and then hide behind body positivity because they just can't take responsibility for being a fat ass. So here's the main point I want to make. I hate when people just hide behind body positivity when there are other people who deserve it much more. Like I said in the intro, not the intro, but a little bit afterwards, that people who are actually, you know, disabled and still living their best life, or someone who has, let's say, a genetic disorder that causes them to put on weight really fast, but they don't instead just gorge themselves and feel bad and just claim body positivity. They actually try their best to, to maintain their weight, or at least do their damnness to lose it. Because I'll keep it a stack, bro. Biggest inspiration you can see is someone who has one of those genetic disorders and just keeps on keeping on, bro, and just loses, either tries their best to lose the weight or try their best to maintain. Like, I promise you, I will never give body positivity to these bitches or niggas on the internet. Nikocado Avocado type people, that girl in my last video, the fucking Duke. I will never give those people the leeway of abusing body positivity when there are other people who deserve it much, much more. Like, I can't stand just seeing people abuse that term over and over and over again. It's honestly frustrating sometimes, and I know it's like, it's not even your problem. Why do you care? The reason I truly care is because these people are gonna eventually eat themselves to death, and I really don't wish that on anybody. Even if you're like Nikocado Avocado, I don't look at Nikocado Avocado and just hope he eats himself to death. But the people who coddle these bitches, who just eat for followers, for money, or just because they literally just they just want to gorge themselves. They're just like shielding them from people who are like fat ass and be like, but body positivity, you're gonna get them killed. You know that, right? Like, you're gonna see someone who's gonna gorge themselves to death. Someone's calling them fat in the comments. Not even on no mean shit. They're just like, bro, this is just fat nigga behavior. And they see it in the comments. They're gonna come over in their white knight and their capes, and they're gonna just start screaming at niggas. And the person who is gorging themselves to death are gonna be like, wow, I have people who are gonna protect me. Cool. And then they don't stop. They eat themselves to death. And the people who were defending them are gonna be like, aw, poor king, poor queen. And then move on to the next poor soul who needs someone to be mean to them, if anything, to get them back on track. They get these people who will coddle them to death. Literally, death by coddling. That is how I will describe it. But that's the video. That was a fast fucking 7 minutes. Jesus Christ. And in one take too? Sheesh, man. I'm just that nigga right now. But I know my last 2 videos have been mean. I know. Like, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Yeah, my last 2 videos have been mean. It's just because why be nice to a problem that someone can easily fix? I'm not saying that, oh, me calling someone fat is going to completely erase or eradicate the problem, but it is better to be mean to someone who needs the help than completely coddle them into their deathbed. Like, it's happened to me a couple times. Like, I remember being called a fat ass in like high school and shit like that, sometimes in middle school. Like, I remember one time I was like playing basketball with my team, my AAU team. I took my shirt off, I had like some stretch marks, and then they started clowning my ass, bro. I promise you, that shit will get you right. Like, that shit will get you right. I know that doesn't even make sense. It makes sense in the context of the video, but that is the video. So yeah, I guess I just been rambling. So, but y'all niggas take it easy, but not too easy. Y'all niggas take it easy, but not too easy, because that's when life gets hard. And stay blessed. All right, I'm out. Peace.